What can you buy for $52? How about a full metal travel lens? This is TTArtisan's new 25mm f2, the cheapest and the most compact 25mm lens for Micro Four Thirds. Hi, this is Cheng from RED35. I'm back with a new TTArtisan lens review in 2023. And today we are looking at one of the cheapest lenses on the market right now. This 25mm f2 is only $52. It's so cheap that it's worth less than OM system lens cap. And I'm not joking. To be honest, I love all TTArtisan's recent lens designs and performances. In particular, the 23mm f1.4 that I reviewed just over a year ago. And if you haven't seen the review, well, the link is right up here and also in the video description below. But what I'm saying is that TTArtisan is getting better with their budget lenses. And I'm also testing this 25mm f2's bigger cousin, the 50mm f2, which I am mightily impressed. And you'll see my review later. So remember to subscribe and put on the notification so you will be notified as soon as that review is up. So back to the 25 f2, and how does this $52 lens perform? Let's find out. Like all TTArtisan lenses, this 25mm f2 is in full metal glory and filled with real glass elements. And also with now signature, but a little awkward flat screw-in lens cap. The manual focusing ring is pretty smooth with good amount of frictions for that precise feel. The old-fashioned rib design aperture ring also feels quite well damped and judged, and also assertive. And anyone who are used to old-fashioned manual lenses would definitely appreciate that feel. Design-wise, it's a blend between modern and old. And I must praise TTArtisan's design effort in making their lenses appeal to, well, basically everybody, from old geeks like me to fashionable hipsters. And the almost pancake design really makes this 25mm f2 one of the best standard manual travel lens on the market right now. If I have to moan about something, it has to be the printed text and markings on the lens. But hey, this lens only costs $50. Really, what do you expect? So for that, I am pretty impressed. As far as I'm concerned, this TTArtisan's 25mm f2 really suits that Micro Four Thirds platform. At 59mm wide, 31mm long, and weighing at just 166 grams, this tiny thing balances extremely well on any Micro Four Thirds cameras, particularly on the slimmer and lighter bodies such as the OM5 or the Pen series. Well, it looks pretty cool too, right? A little reminder though, this lens does not have internal focus mechanism, so it extends and retracts when you focus. But overall, despite that this lens is actually an adapted lens from APS-C platform, it is still small enough to be a true Micro Four Thirds lens. So, what can $50 buy you in terms of image quality? With a relatively simple 7 elements in 5 groups design, can it really perform? Well, let's find out. As you can see, the central sharpness is surprisingly strong at wide open f2. With decent amount of micro contrast, everything just looks sharp. With my 20 megapixels OM1. Stopping down will improve things just a little bit, but you won't see much improvement because the central region sharpness remains pretty consistent throughout the entire aperture range. But if you want the best, well, stopping down to f5.6. Corners are equally impressive. Okay, the edges are slightly softer than the central region at wide open f2, but stopping down to 2.8 is already sharp enough to compare other premium lenses. Optimal is achieved at 5.6 again, before diffraction kicks in at f16. Well, we all love a bit of Bokeh-licious background, right? Well, I am again very surprised to see some quality out-of-focus rendering from this little 25mm lens, especially when you shoot wide open. Well, with only 7 aperture blade, well, the bokeh ball just won't be as round as soon as you stop down. But still, I like the draw of this lens. It certainly caught my attention.
Stop the battle within your soul. You know it's all in your head. Being sad doesn't make you smart. It seems your heart just needs a fresh start.
Chromatic aberration is very well controlled and is almost non-existent, which is quite surprising again. Well, you have to try very hard to get any sort of purple fringing, if you can find any. And Vignette does present at f2, but disappears completely by f2.8. So overall, I would say that this lens is very well corrected. So, well done TTArtisan. There is a hint of barrel distortion with this 25mm lens, but I wouldn't say that it's severe and perfectly usable in video unless you intend to shoot architectural content that involves a lot of straight lines or features. In photos, a tiny bit of adjustment is all you need, and truthfully, you won't notice it on a day-to-day shooting. I'm also impressed with the flare control with this little guy. Despite being a, well, cheap lens, it resists flare admirably, even outperforms some more expensive options. And I don't know how TTArtisan make this lens, or what coatings or elements they put in this beautiful barrel. Somehow, it just works flawlessly. If I have to be critical, it has to be the heavy breathing of this lens, together with the very long focus throw. But TTArtisan's new cheap lens is labeled as a photographer's lens. It isn't really aiming for any videographers in the first place. However, having tried a few clips, you can really use this lens for video, so long you don't mind the clicky aperture and just don't rack any long focus. So there you go, I'm surprised. Totally surprised at TTArtisan's 25mm f2 for Micro Four Thirds. For $52, you won't find anything this good. As a result, just go ahead and buy it. Buy this lens. And I would go as far as just get this lens regardless, because it's worth the same money as an Olympus lens cap. Joking aside, this perhaps is the best value, or a more precise description, is the best bang for buck value lens I've ever tested in this channel. And a very good performer too. And just a question to TTArtisan, how on earth did you make this lens? Anyway, this is the end of this review. And let me know your thoughts on TTArtisan's 25mm f2. Do you agree with my verdict? And how do you like the images you've seen in this video? And let's have a chat in the comment section below. You know what to do now. Thumb if you like this video and sub if you want to stay in touch with all things photography, filmmaking, and of course, Micro Four Thirds. Oh yeah, forgot. Put on the bell notification so you won't miss my TTArtisan's 50mm f2. See you later.